Broadcasting live from the land of 10,000 lakes. Your official guide to the Northwest Metro. The food, the people, the entertainment, and of course, the latest real estate news. Welcome to the Northwest Metro Real Estate Report. And now your host, a licensed realtor specializing in new construction, helping build new communities in the Northwest Metro, Amanda Galindo.
Hey guys, it's Amanda Galindo here with Progressive Builders with your October 2015 Northwest Metro Real Estate Update. And I am here with Kaley Jacobsson. She's with Chiroway Chiropractic here in Monticello, and it's a new chiropractic office just over by Rancho Grande and Cub Foods. And we are going to interview her today to kind of learn a little bit more about her business and kind of tell you how she's different. So thank you so much for doing the interview for October.
Yes, thanks for having me.
How long have you guys been here in Monticello?
We have just been here for about a month now.
Okay.
So new to the area.
Awesome.
Yes.
And you said you're with the Chamber of Commerce, so that's cool, getting involved with the community.
Yes,
cool.
Yes.
So what made you kind of choose where did you originally grow up?
Yeah, so both my husband and I are originally from the Osseo Maple Grove area. And Maple Grove has just become such a busy area. And we really just wanted to be more in small town feel. Cool. So Monticello kind of had the, it's busy enough, but still small town feel.
Yeah,
so,
cool. Yeah. And so you live in Big Lake and you just had a baby a couple months ago.
Yeah, she's 4 months old, Nora.
Yeah, cute. I love that name.
Thank you.
So you grew up in Maple Grove, Osseo. And how did you decide to get into chiropractic?
I didn't receive my first chiropractic adjustment until I was about 17 years old. My mom had to drag me into a chiropractor. I was so nervous about it. But my mom had been under chiropractic care for years, and I'd seen all the benefits that she was kind of receiving from that care, but I was still nervous. But after my first adjustment, I was hooked.
Did you play sports and stuff in high school?
Yeah, and so I continued to get adjusted on a somewhat regular basis and just saw the benefits even through my sports, through schooling, the academics and stuff. So I continued with that and just chose to pursue it as a career.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So can you kind of explain a little bit about what the chiropractic care is to people who maybe don't understand what it is, or they might have some fears about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I said, I myself was fearful of chiropractic until I had my first adjustment. I think people sometimes are nervous of the noises and those sorts of things, but once you experience it once, I think it kind of sets those fears aside. What chiropractic is, kind of what we do at Chiroway, why we do it, kind of all revolves around something called vertebral subluxation, which is a big fancy word that basically means a bone in your spine has lost its proper position compared to the ones above and below it. And why that's bad is because once we have that subluxation, it's interfering with our nervous system and the communication from our brain to our body. And our nervous system really controls everything within our body, down to every organ, cell, tissue. Yeah. The nervous system controls that. So we want to make sure that we are removing those subluxations so that our nervous system can communicate like it should, and that our bodies are functioning like it should. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of why we do what we do here specifically at Chiroway.
Okay.
With adjustments.
What would cause somebody to have something out of whack?
Yeah. So subluxations are really caused by stress, whether that be physical stress, chemical stress, emotional stress. All those things add up and cause subluxation. So we're constantly being exposed to stress. Unfortunately, we're never going to get rid of that. And so as long as we're experiencing stress, we will have subluxations. And so that's kind of why we do what we do with regular chiropractic care.
Sure. So it doesn't have to be like, oh, I fell down the stairs or I picked something up wrong. I mean, you could be sitting at your computer desk and just get something out of whack. Right.
So certainly those big events, falls or injuries lead to those things, but stuff that we're not even, consciously aware of that are happening can lead to subluxations.
Yeah.
So
Cool. I've been getting chiropractic care for a long time because I have some issues with my neck and my shoulder, and even now I still kind of like get weirded out with the cracking.
The cracking noise.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like sometimes it's really tough, like to get my neck, and I'm like, I don't want to be like crooked head here.
Yes.
But everybody, usually they're able to get it out. So, who can benefit from getting chiropractic care?
Really, everyone can benefit from it. So we see newborns through elderly getting chiropractic care, and there's so many benefits for being regularly having your spine checked and being adjusted. Overall, though, it really just helps you live a higher quality of life. It helps you better adapt to the stresses that you encounter throughout your day. Mm-hmm. It helps you be stronger at those things that you do throughout your day, whether it be work or at home. Just overall healthier life.
Yeah. When I first started getting adjusted, I had my son, and he was just a baby, and the doctor, he was kind of going over some things like, does he have asthma? Does he have any of this? And I'm like, oh yeah, he does have asthma. And he's like, well, you should bring him in and get him adjusted. I'm like, well, that's weird. Like, I just have some pain in my shoulder, but he had a few adjustments, and so at that time he was like 6-8 months old, and I had a few adjustments. And he never, ever had to use his nebulizer again.
Yeah. So again, kind of going back to that nervous system, controlling all those functions within our body, and as long as our nervous system is able to communicate like it should, we can just live a healthier life, like you said.
Yeah, so that was cool. And then when my daughter was born, her foot was like, the top of her foot was touching the top of her leg, and so it's kind of like all messed up. And she, there wasn't anything wrong with it, but she had a couple adjustments. Like there was a couple bones out of place, and like I can't even remember what foot it is now. She's almost 11. But
no, you never
so
know.
that kind of goes to like our next question: can children get adjusted?
Right. Absolutely, yes. So my daughter was adjusted at 3 days old.
Yep.
And I have some other members here at Chiroway that too have been having their children adjusted since they were born, and that really just goes back to that children have stress too. I mean, you think about the birthing process itself is physically and emotionally stressful on those little ones.
Yeah.
And they're constantly coming into stress throughout their day. So just because they didn't have a big fall or injury doesn't mean that they don't have those subluxations. So they definitely deserve to be adjusted just as much as mom and dad do.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes they come home from school and they're complaining about a headache, and it might be like, did you bring your glasses, or were you kind of scrunched, over your desk the whole day, or do you have a lot of stress? No, I've gotten a lot of actually all of my kids have gotten adjusted. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's good to hear.
I'm a big believer in that.
Awesome.
So we already kind of talked about how it can help people. And do you have to be adjusted your whole life?
Right. So that's a question we get asked often because we do regular chiropractic care here, meaning people are coming in on a week-to-week, month-to-month basis. And I guess my answer to them would be no, you certainly don't have to be adjusted for your life or for the rest of your life, but I definitely recommend it for the same reasons that you brush your teeth on a daily basis for the rest of your life, or people want to work out and eat healthy. They want to make sure those systems are healthy and make sure they're living the best that they can, and that's the same with chiropractic care. We kind of talked about how we're always going to have those subluxations, whether we feel them or not. We may not, but because we always have those stresses in our life, so we're always going to have those subluxations. So in order to live our highest quality of life, which most people I think are looking for,
striving for,
it's important that we do have our spines regularly checked for subluxations, and then removing those through adjustments.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And this is just something that I learned too, just talking with you before the interview. What makes you different? What's different from Chiroway versus other offices around the area? Right.
So I think our big difference here is that we are doing that regular chiropractic care. Again, meaning that people are coming in on a regular week-to-week basis, and we do that, or we allow them to do that through the affordability of our care. We offer either monthly membership or pay-as-you-go options. So people can pay $49 per month and get up to 5 adjustments per week. They can add on family members for additional $10, so that way we can get the entire family in here again, because the little kids deserve to be adjusted just as much as mom and dad. So we want to make sure that it's affordable for them to be able to add that routine to their life. And the other option is the pay-as-you-go, which is $19 per visit per time you pop in. The other unique thing about us, we don't do appointments, so people just come and go as convenient for them and their schedule.
And they can go to any of the Chiroway offices. If this one in Monticello isn't open, or maybe they work in Maple Grove, they can swing by that one.
Yes, we have what we call our multi-location access. So people can access any of the other Chiroways that you know, if it's convenient for them, they're driving by. We do have one in Wisconsin, and we have one in Portland, Oregon as well. Cool. If you ever have to be out that way. So we allow people to be able to use all of our facilities at no additional charge. So that's kind of a nice option for commuters. And stuff.
That's a really good benefit. So I mean, if you sign up for a $49 a month and you can get 5 adjustments, that's $10 an adjustment.
Right.
And then you can add the kid. I mean, that's super affordable.
It's really affordable. And, you know, that's our goal, is to allow the whole community to be able to receive care. And so we want to be able to make it affordable. We've worked really hard to keep our overhead low and keep our systems running really efficiently so that we can offer that affordable care to people.
Cool. So what are your hours? When are you guys open?
Yes. So I am here Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays, 10 to 1 and 3 to 6. I'm here Tuesdays and Fridays, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., and then Saturdays, 10 to 1.
Okay. So you're open 6 days
a week,
Okay.
Yeah. So, and again, that Saturday really just falls back on being convenient for people to be able to get in, because we all live super busy lives.
Yeah. Do you have a website?
We do have a website, it's chiroway.com, and from that link you can get to the Monticello website, or if you wanted to check out one of the other locations as well, and we're on Facebook too.
So they can find you on Facebook, on your website, and then what's your phone number?
You know, the phone number that you would call is 877-442-4476.
Okay.
And we have someone who will answer that and get you over to this Monticello location directly if you have questions for me. Otherwise, she's really wonderful, Natalie. Her name is, at answering people's questions, just more about Chiroway in general. So.
Awesome. Well, I am so glad that I got to learn a little bit more about kind of how Chiroway works and meet you in person. And I hope everybody will get a chance to check out Chiroway in Monticello and see Dr. Do you like to be called Dr. Kaley?
Yes.
Okay.
I just go right
Dr. Kaley. Okay. And then if you guys have any questions, or if there's anything that I can help you with, please don't hesitate to call. Thanks for listening, and we will talk to you next month.